In this video, I will show you how to send WhatsApp messages for every successful WooCommerce order, and the payment for this order should be done via Razorpay payment gateway. So what will happen when the customer placed an order in our WooCommerce store by making a payment via Razorpay payment gateway? An automatic order will be placed in our WooCommerce dashboard, and now our automation will automatically fetch the order and the customer related details. Okay, so once we have the WhatsApp number of the customer, our automation will automatically send the order confirmation message to the same customer who has placed an order. Want to learn how you can also automate this whole process? Then come with me and I'll show you everything step by step. And the best part is any non-technical person can also create this automation very easily. So this is my WooCommerce store, and in front of you I will make a dummy purchase and I will make this payment via Razorpay payment gateway. But for enabling this Razorpay payment option in my WooCommerce store, I'll have to firstly install this Razorpay payment gateway plugin in my WordPress website. Okay, so you can see this is my WooCommerce application and this is the plugin section of my WordPress website where I have already installed and activated this Razorpay for WooCommerce plugin. Okay, and activating this plugin will help me, basically it will enable the payment option, the Razorpay payment option in my WooCommerce store. Okay, so let me first show you when I'll click on this proceed to checkout, and when I will make a final payment, I will get this pay via Razorpay payment option also in my checkout page. Okay, and whenever the payment is successful, I want to automatically send these kind of WhatsApp messages. Okay, and in order to automate this whole process, firstly I'll have to build a connection in Razorpay payment gateway application, in WooCommerce application, and this WhatsApp application. Now for sending the WhatsApp messages, I will use Interact application, which is again an amazing application for sending the WhatsApp messages because it has the access of official WhatsApp cloud API. Okay, so I will explain you everything about Interact later, but firstly we are going to build a connection in these three applications. Okay, and for connecting these three apps, I will use Pabbly Connect, which is an integration and automation software. Okay, I'm an existing user of Pabbly Connect, so I am already logged in. You can also create your free account in Pabbly Connect in just 2 minutes from this sign up free button, and in the free account you will also get free tasks to test these kind of amazing automation. Okay, so once you will log in and reach out to the dashboard, firstly you'll have to click on this blue button that is create workflow, and then you will have to provide a random name to your workflow, to your automation. Okay, so we are going to make this payment, but before that you will have to firstly create an account in Pabbly Connect, log in here, click on this blue button and provide a random name, and then I'll show you when to make this payment successful. Okay, so coming back to Pabbly Connect dashboard. Okay, so I have directly pasted the name as payment done via Razorpay, payment done in Razorpay, get order details from WooCommerce, and send WhatsApp message to customer. Okay, so I have provided a random name. Now simply click on create, and after that you will find two boxes. Okay, so these boxes are called as trigger and action, and here the trigger means when this happens and action means do this. So whenever something happen in the first application, then automatically do this in the next application. Okay, so this is how you need to always select the applications in which you are building an automation, basically in this trigger and the action window. Okay, now according to our use case, I want that whenever the payment is done via Razorpay payment gateway, then automatically fetch the order details from our WooCommerce application, and further the messages should be sent automatically on the WhatsApp using Interact application. Okay, so this is how I have selected all the application in this trigger and the action window one by one, basically in which I am building an automation. Okay, so now the idea here is I'm going to connect all these three applications one by one with the Pabbly Connect. Okay, so let us first select the trigger event, that is order paid. So yes, I want to do the same, that whenever the order is paid in Razorpay payment gateway, this automation should trigger, or we can say the payment details should be captured via Pabbly Connect. Okay, so how you can build this connection. So as soon as you will select this trigger event, you will notice a webhook URL and few set of instructions. Okay, so firstly you will have to copy this webhook URL, then you will have to go back to the Razorpay payment gateway. Okay, let me tell you, I am working in the test mode. Okay, and then you will have to click on this developer option. Here you will find an option of webhooks. Okay, directly click on this option and finally click on this blue button, that is add new webhook. Okay, paste the same webhook URL which you have just copied from Pabbly Connect, asking for the active events. Okay, so I want that whenever the order is paid in Razorpay, this automation should trigger. Okay, so I have selected the same event, clicking on this create webhook button, and this is how the webhook saved successfully. That means the connection in Razorpay and Pabbly Connect is done. Okay, and now in order to test this connection, basically you'll have to first read the instruction that log into the application where you have added the webhook URL and do a test submission or record so that the data can be recorded here in the webhook response. Okay, so it is asking to do a test submission or record, and here the test submission means creation of a new order via Razorpay in Razorpay. Okay, so as I have told you initially that I will teach you when we have to complete this particular payment. Okay, so remember I have selected this white round neck t-shirt. Okay, well the amount is of actually 5,000 because I think the product quantity has been selected as 5. Okay, so how about I firstly update the quantity. Okay, I'll go back and firstly I'll update my cart value from 5 to 1. Okay, so this should be 1. Alright, so clicking on proceed to checkout, and here my cart will be updated. Okay, so I'll have to do it once again. Something is wrong, let me do it. Alright, so clicking on this update card, and now you will see that my cart will be successful. Let me first make this payment. Okay, so here you can notice we have one quantity only. Okay, now finally I will make this payment. Basically I am placing an order via Razorpay. Okay, so I am going to make this payment as a dummy user with some dummy details only. Okay, so here you can notice automatically the Razorpay payment option is open. Basically the card option is open. Okay, so let me provide a random test card. Okay, so I have added the same as a card holder name. I will write something like test customer. Okay, I'm basically adding the same name which I have used while placing the order in my WooCommerce store, adding a random CVV, clicking on this pay now, pay without saving card. Okay, and now I will complete this payment. Okay, complete payment on banks page. Okay, clicking on success, and you will see the magic that as soon as this payment is successful via Razorpay payment gateway, the details of the same payment will be captured as a response. Here you can notice the response is received because we have already connected our Razorpay with the Pabbly Connect, so that is why it has automatically fetched the order related data. Okay, so now I will show you the details one by one. So here we have the ID of the order. Okay, so here we have the method as card. Okay, here we also have the entity fee, the entity ID. Okay, here we have the same email address. Here we also have the currency, the phone number of the person, and few other details. Okay, so the presence of this data clearly shows that the connection in between Razorpay and Pabbly Connect is working absolutely fine. Okay, so the first step of our automation is done. Okay, so now onwards what will happen? Every time someone will purchase any product from our WooCommerce store, the payment related details of the customer will be fetched up, will be received as a response automatically and instantly, because this trigger will instantly capture new incoming data and the workflow execution will start in real time. Okay, so moving further, now I am going to connect to WooCommerce with the Pabbly Connect, and basically I am going to fetch the customer information. Okay, so here you can notice currently we do not have that which particular order has been placed and via which particular customer has been placed, okay, and we do not even have the pricing, okay. So here you can notice we do not have the customer name, we don't have the product name, okay. So firstly we will fetch the order related details from our WooCommerce tab, and once we have all the data we will immediately send the messages on WhatsApp, okay. So in the action event you will have to search for retrieve an order by email, okay. So we already have the email ID of the customer into the previous step response, okay. So with the help of that email ID only we will fetch other details also, okay. So moving here, let me first connect to WooCommerce with the Pabbly Connect. So simply click on add a new connection, and for the connection it will ask you the consumer key and the consumer secret key, okay. So you will have to visit this WooCommerce, then settings, then advanced, and then REST API, okay. So this is my WooCommerce dashboard, and here firstly I will click on the settings section, okay. So where is my WooCommerce dashboard? Okay, so here is the option of setting, and again I will find the option of advanced and further the REST API, okay. So you can notice this advanced option, and here we have the REST API option. So you can notice lot of API are already created, so I will add a new key in front of you, okay, so that I can show you how it can be done. Provide any random description, something like connection with Pabbly Connect and Razorpay, okay. I'm providing a random description. Now in the permission you will have to change as read and write, and directly click on this generate API key, and this is how you will receive all the details like the consumer key, which I have copied, and let me paste the same, asking for the consumer secret, okay. So where is the consumer secret? Alright, so I have again copied the same, and let me paste the same, and lastly it is asking for the website URL without the ending slash, okay. So again I will copy this website URL and make sure that you do not add the ending slash, okay. Let me remove the same, clicking on save, and this is how my WooCommerce application will be connected with the Pabbly Connect. And now it is asking that what should be the ID, okay. Provide the ID of the order, email ID of the order, okay. Basically email ID of the customer who has placed an order, okay. So the interesting thing here is I don't need to manually copy this email ID and paste it here, because I want that this process should be done automatically. Every time the Razorpay payment is successful, the email ID of the person should be added here automatically, okay. And in order to automate this process, in order to execute this process automatically, I'm going to map the above email ID, okay. So how mapping can be performed? Simply click on this field and you will find the above data here in the drop down, okay. Let me directly search for the email address, okay. With the help of @ I have searched, clicking on this particular email address, okay, and this is how my email ID has been mapped, okay. Now you must be thinking that what is this mapping, okay. So let me tell you once again, whatever the details I will map in this way, these details will be replaced automatically when this automation will work in real time in next time, okay. So that is why mapping plays a major role inside this automation. And here you can notice the response is received, and we have all the order related data, okay. So we have the price of the product, we have the first name of the product, last name of the product, billing details, and we have lot of other details, okay. So where is the product name? Okay, I'm looking for that, which was a t-shirt, okay, which was white round neck t-shirt, okay. So I think I have all the basic details of order and the customers, okay. So the second step of our automation is also done. So finally I can send the WhatsApp messages, okay. But before I send the WhatsApp messages via Interact application, I will click on this plus icon and apply a condition with the help of filter, okay. So filter is an amazing feature of Pabbly Connect via which you can apply different kind of condition within your workflow, within your automation, okay. So basically I'm going to define what condition. So I want that whenever the order status is actually equal to processing, then only the messages to the customer should be sent automatically, otherwise no. Okay, so how I can define the condition? Well, I have already selected this feature called as filter, and here in the select label you will again find all the above option. So I will first search for the status option here. Okay, let me search for the same status, basically the order status. Okay, so whenever the order status is equal to processing. Okay, so why I am actually adding this particular condition? Okay, so sometimes there might be a cases when the order is cancelled in the mid of order placement. Okay, so in such cases I do not want that the messages should be sent to the customer saying that your order is successful. Okay, so that is why I'm specifying here when the status is equal to processing, or maybe when the status is equal to completed, something like this, then only this automation should proceed further, or we can say in another word that then only the WhatsApp messages should be sent. Okay, again the messages should not be sent in such cases when the order status is equal to cancel or something else. Okay, so I have defined this condition, and make sure that your term should be added exactly. Okay, so I think I have added the correct spelling, and now as soon as I click on this button, you will notice that this condition will be true, and whenever the condition is true, that means this automation should execute the further step, should execute the next step as well. Okay, but whenever the condition is false here, our automation will stop here only. Okay, so this is how this condition is going to take place. Okay, so now moving further, finally I am going to send the WhatsApp messages. Okay, so let me teach you everything from scratch. Okay, so this is the interact application. Firstly, you will have to create an account in this application, and whenever you are sending the messages to your customers, clients, or to anyone, you will always have to create a message template in your application. Okay, basically whenever you are sending the messages using some official API or WhatsApp, you will always have to create a message template first. Once your template is created, you will have to submit it for the approval. Okay, and once the template is approved from the parent company of WhatsApp, that is Meta, then only you can initiate the conversation with your customers and clients. Okay, so how you can create a template? A dedicated video is already done on our channel. Okay, you can visit that particular documentation, and here I will also explain you quickly that how you can create your own template, get it approved via Facebook, and start initiating the conversation with your customers and client. Okay, so this is the button provided here. Okay, by clicking on that button, you can actually create your new template. Okay, and in this active section, you can see lot of templates are marked with green color, few of them are marked with the red color, and few of them are actually marked with the orange color. Okay, so the templates marked with the green color are actually the approved one, and the templates marked with the red color are the rejected one, and the yellow one are actually the pending one. Okay, so let me first remove this filter, and now I will show you which particular template I have already created and approved for sending the order confirmation message. Okay, so in this name I will search for my order template. Okay, which was order underscore place. Actually I remember the name of my template. Okay, clicking on done, and here you will notice lot of templates are already created. Okay, and I am about to use this specific template. Okay, so let me show you. This is the name of my template, this is the category I have selected, this is the language I have selected, this is the header I have selected. Basically I want to send this particular text along with my header of the message. Okay, so that is why I have selected the same. Again, it is completely optional, and just in case if you want to attach any image, video, or document along with your header, you can also do the same. After that, from this body section, you can compose your message. Okay, and let me tell you, we are going to use a single message only for sending the messages to all the customers. Okay, how it is going to happen, how it will work? Okay, so whatever the details you want to keep on changing automatically, you can add those values in the form of variable. Okay, so what will happen? The name of the customer appear here automatically, who is actually placing an order who has made the payment. Okay, so this is how with a single message only we will send the messages to all the customers. And let me tell you, you can add as many as variables as you want. Okay, and how you can add these variables? Well, currently I'm actually into the view mode, so that is why I'm not able to show you those options. But when you will create your new template, you will find a lot of editing option as well as lot of variable adding option as well. Okay, so you will get to know this thing very easily when you will create your new template. It is not really tough. Okay, don't worry about that. And again, footer and buttons were optional. Okay, so I have not included any. And again, I am telling you, if you're not sure how you can do that, you can visit our channel and check that how templates can be created. Okay, so this is how you can create your template. And before you submit it for the approval, do not forget to provide the samples. Well, samples are nothing but it is just a sample content, a dummy content. Basically, you are specifying the automation that what values will come in place of those variables. Okay, so here you can notice I have added some random values. Okay, and once you have provided the sample also, finally you can submit your message template for the approval. Okay, so coming back to Pabbly Connect dashboard, and here I was selecting the action event, that is send a WhatsApp template message. Okay, so that is why I have taught you everything about this WhatsApp template message. Okay, and just like we have connected above to application with Pabbly Connect, now I am going to connect interact with the Pabbly Connect. For that, you can directly click on this hyperlink and it will directly take us to that specific page from where we can actually get the secret key. Let me directly copy. Basically, I am actually logged in this interact, so that is why it has redirected me to that specific place. Okay, let me paste the same key here, clicking on save, and this is how my interact application will be also connected with the Pabbly Connect. Okay, now it is asking for the country code, for the phone number, and for the full phone number. Okay, so if you have a phone number along with the country code, in that case you will have to provide the number in this field. Okay, but if you do not have the country code, you only have a phone number, in that case you can map the phone number here and then individually you can provide the country code. Okay, so again it completely depends on what kind of number you have. Okay, so we have a full phone number. As far as I remember, I have added the full phone number at the time of order placement. Okay, so I am going to map this number here in this specific field. Okay, and I think I have already explained you about mapping, that whatever the details we will map here, these details will be replaced automatically when this automation will work in real time. Okay, again, that is why mapping plays a major role inside this automation, and this is how this automation is going to take place. Okay, further it is asking for the template code name. Okay, so I have already taught you everything about the template. Okay, so when you will get the approval of your template and open your template, from the URL you can actually copy the template code. Okay, so I have copied the same. Coming back, let me paste the same, asking for the language code. Okay, so for English the language code is EN, for English US the language code is EN and US, and for further instructions you can visit this particular documentation. Currently I will add EN only because in my message template I have added English as the language. Okay, I think directly close this landing page, at least for now. Okay, now it is asking for the header value. So remember, we have selected this particular text. Okay, so basically I want that whenever the message is sending, this particular text should be also attached in my header. Okay, so I have defined this particular value manually. Okay, so let me tell you, whatever the details we are going to add manually will remain same, but whatever the details we are mapping here will change automatically when this automation will work in real time. Okay, now you must be thinking this is just a dummy number. Okay, so don't worry about that. I will replace this dummy number with my my own WhatsApp number, the genuine WhatsApp number, so that I can show you everything that how messages will be received. Okay, so don't worry about that. I will replace this number. And the most interesting part of this automation, that is body variable values. Okay, so from this particular field you will have to provide the value, that what values will come in place of these variable. Okay, so how you can provide the same? You just need to provide the values separated via comma. Okay, so in place of first variable, the name of the customer should appear here, which I am going to map. Okay, so let me search for the name of the customer, which was test. Again I am giving a space, and let me also map the last name of the customer. Okay, and I have provided the value to my first variable, adding a comma, and now I will provide the value to my second variable, which is going to be the company name. Okay, so let me also search for the same, that is company name. Okay, now again I will add a second comma and will provide the value to my third variable, which is going to be the product name. Okay, we have received your order for. Okay, so as far as I remember, it was something like white round neck t-shirt. Okay, so again I have mapped the product name. Also let me add the last comma, and here I am going to provide the price of the product, which was I guess 1000 rupees. Okay, so I am going to add this particular price from here. Basically this is the line items price. Okay, so I have mapped the same, and again whatever the details I have mapped here will be replaced automatically. Okay, and dynamic URL and button, well, I have not included anything. Okay, so I will leave these two fields blank, and now I will click on this button. But before that, let me first replace this number with my genuine WhatsApp number, and let me also delete this existing message again, so that I can show you everything from scratch. Okay, so the all conversation has been deleted. Let me add my phone number. So I have added the same, clicking on this button save and send test request and waiting for the response. Here you can notice the response is received, and I'm really expecting that message should be arrived. And here you can notice the new message is arrived, which is saying your order is placed. I'm sorry for that. Hello test customer. Okay, so did you notice that how the name of the customer, how the company name, how the product name, and how the product price has been added in my message, basically in place of those variables. Okay, so in this way you can automatically send the WhatsApp messages, the order confirmation messages to your customers once they placed an order via Razorpay, or you can say once the order is successful in our WooCommerce store. Okay, and in order to automate this whole process, you need to create this automation inside Pabbly Connect for once. After that you can sit back and relax, because Pabbly Connect will take care of all the tasks in the backend. You do not have to do anything manually. Okay, and just in case if you want to access this 4-step automation inside your own Pabbly Connect account, I will also attach this link into my description box. Okay, so simply click on this link and then sign up for free into the Pabbly Connect, and then you will be also able to access the same workflow in your own Pabbly Connect account, that too for free. Not just these applications, you can integrate multiple applications and automate your business with Pabbly Connect. You can ask your queries at forum.pabbly.com. My team will surely answer to your questions. This is the website of Pabbly Connect, and for the latest updates of Pabbly Connect and unique automation ideas, you can join our Facebook group, that is formget.deals. If you have found this video helpful in any way, share it with your friends and colleagues, and also help them to automate their business. Like, share and subscribe. Thank you for watching this video.